have bought another vehicle, which means I have once again bought a massive stack of problems. Whoops. However, I seem to live for it. I think Dan would agree that every time I buy a vehicle, it has to have problems. Correct, Dan?
Yes.
Ah, there we go. We can hear him. So this is what I've bought because I needed a stopgap vehicle. I've bought a Vauxhall Combo, 1.3 diesel. All in all, it's a good little van. Look, it's been owned by a detailer, which you can see when you look down the side of it because it's probably about the glossiest Vauxhall Combo out there. And it's handy. So there was a couple of issues with it. I have to carry more than 2 people around, so I had to quickly bolt a seat into the rear of it, which is a bit of a hack job for now because it's a seat that shouldn't be in there, but it's bolted in and it's safe and it has an internal seat belt. So even though people are sitting up in the air, it's working. Ignore the stupid fluffy pink cushion, that's for the bin. But overall, the van itself is pretty decent. I might get the conversion kit, I might not. But there's a few little bits that needs doing to it. Now, as always, I don't buy things with body problems that I could fix like that. I buy things with bloody engine problems, and this is no different. So, engine management lights on. This morning on the way in, it lost all turbo. The EGR valve is stuck, so I've got to do something with that. And there's a big old coolant leak as well, which is just me all over. Danny's amazed that I didn't buy it with a gearbox issue because it seems that every vehicle I buy has a gearbox issue. But what we've got to do is unstick that EGR today and change that coolant hose so we can get those 2 things bottomed off. Do you care to weigh in on my newest purchase, Dan?
I think you should weigh it in.
You're so negative. Like, honestly, he's such a glass half empty kind of guy.
You've bought a van for like 700 quid.
Yeah.
And what you've done is buy 700 quid worth of other people's problems.
No.
Yes.
I've only bought about 200 quid worth of other people's problems. 500 quid of it's sound. See what I mean? Glass half full versus glass half empty.
You spent all week out here with spanners.
Optimist, pessimist. That's the difference.
Realist, dreamer.
Nope. Oh, I don't want to disconnect the fuel lines. It'll just make it a pain in the arse afterwards. Annoyingly though, the EGR is just there. See that plug? That's the little solenoid that controls it. I've got to take the solenoid off to get to the actual EGR valve, but this is in the way. Yeah, I mean, I should be able to get it off, but I've only got to like, grease it up and free it for now, because the valve, changing the valve on them is a complete bastard, so I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to see if I can free it up, but this fuel filter is just massively in the way. And we all know, if I disconnect these fuel lines, it's just going to be a pain in the arse to repressurise afterwards, but it might have to go that way.
Should have paid more for a van.
Price doesn't mean anything.
Buy cheap, buy twice.
Look at that Porsche we had the other day, 18 plate, leaking coolant everywhere. And that was expensive.
That's because the owner hasn't took care of it.
It had like 40,000 miles on it.
It was trashed.
It wasn't really that bad, it was keyed. But the point being is that price doesn't always dictate better quality, does it? Let's be honest.
Yes.
That should work. I've just got to cable tie its balls off to hold it up there and I should be all right. Right, okay, let's get some cable ties.
Lucian, cable ties, please.